Welcome to China Truths. In this episode, we will bring you the following stories. Outbreak of Metapneumovirus in China draws international attention. Viruses are rampant, many children died, and rare infectious disease appeared in Jiangsu. Now, let's dive into the details. China Truths. Outbreak of Metapneumovirus in China draws international attention. Recently, multiple viruses have spread in China and hospitals are overcrowded. The United States and other countries stated that they have observed an increase in cases of infection with human metapneumovirus in China, which has caused concern. A Beijing resident said, "Now all pediatric beds, outpatient and emergency departments, are fully occupied." Multiple influenza viruses have broken out in Tianjin, Beijing, Shanghai and other places in recent days, and hospitals are overcrowded. A resident in Anhui province said, "Look, the hospital is overcrowded, protect the children." A Tianjin resident said, "This is the registration machine at Beijing Children's Hospital. All of them are paralyzed." Recently, China's human metapneumovirus outbreak has been on the hot search list on Weibo many times, attracting the attention of mainstream media around the world. On January 6, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, said that although the infection rate in the United States is still close to the typical pre-epidemic level, the CDC is currently monitoring reports of human metapneumovirus disease from northern provinces of China. There are reports of an increase in cases of the virus infection. In addition to the United States, countries surrounding mainland China, such as India, Malaysia, Pakistan and Cambodia, have also expressed concern about the virus. Sunjaya Senanayak, an associate professor of medicine at the Australian National University and an infectious disease expert, said it was critical for China to share relevant data in a timely manner, including being open about who was infected. Dr. Liu, a professor at the Canadian College of Traditional Chinese Medicine, said, "The world is now mainly worried about the lack of transparency in mainland China and its management of infectious diseases. Everyone is of course still worried about the CCP's behavior at the time and they don't trust the CCP's information." A doctor from the mainland said, "It's 1 a.m. now, everyone, please take a look. There are still many people receiving intravenous drips for the flu. All night long, there are patients like this, with high fever, cough, and body aches." Dr. Liu added, "The official reports of the CCP downplayed the infection of human metapneumovirus virus. Everyone is worried that they will not get the real data, and they are also worried that there will be another global pandemic like the new coronavirus 5 years ago. The whole world is in a state of panic again." At the end of 2019, the new coronavirus broke out in Wuhan. Due to China's concealment, the epidemic quickly spread around the world. Viruses are rampant, many children died, and rare infectious disease appeared in Jiangsu. An unknown virus has appeared in China, and it seems to be more obvious among children. Recently, another case of a rare infectious disease was confirmed in Jiangsu province, causing concern among the public. Mr. Ma, a Chinese self-media person said, after returning to China, Mr. Gu from Changzhou, Jiangsu province, suddenly contracted the rare Q fever, which caused concern. On January 8, mainland media reported that a man surnamed Gu from Changzhou, Jiangsu, went to the hospital's fever clinic because he felt unwell and was diagnosed with an acute infectious disease caused by Coxiella benna, also known as Q fever. This is a rare infectious disease that is common to both humans and animals and has very strong resistance to the external environment. On that day, the topic became a hot search on the mainland internet. In addition, the recent outbreak of multiple viruses in China, especially the human metapneumovirus with a high mortality rate, is still spreading rapidly, causing people to worry that the catastrophic new coronavirus epidemic that broke out in Wuhan 5 years ago will come again. A Chinese self-media doctor said, "All night long, there were patients like this. Some had high fevers, coughs, body aches, and some said their bones were melting." Since the beginning of the new year, the epidemic situation in China has continued to escalate. Children's hospitals are overcrowded and the number of critically ill patients is surging. Li Jin, pseudonym, a teacher and trainer in Sanya, Hainan province said, there are many people with colds and fevers, especially children. I am in the training business, and my children have all asked for leave. Many of them are sick and don't come to class. As the virus spread, many children died, but the CCP concealed the facts. A doctor in Jiangsu province said that there were a total of 30 patients in the ward he was in charge of, 6 of whom had died and 3 were in critical condition. Similar situations have occurred in other hospitals. Dr. Wang from the pediatric clinic at Xinhua Hospital, 5 children have been sent to the emergency room due to influenza. Some were put on ventilators, and some did not even survive. According to the latest data from the China's Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the positive rate of influenza viruses continues to rise, of which more than 99% are influenza A. However, some Beijing residents said that there is no medicine available for this wave of virus in Beijing. The patient had a fever of 39.6 degrees Celsius or about 103.3 degrees Fahrenheit and went to the hospital for examination. None of the known viruses were found. The doctor said that he was not sure what the virus was. He questioned whether the authorities were concealing the new coronavirus epidemic. A Chinese self-media doctor said, "There is a virus recently. After being infected, there is no vaccine and no specific medicine. Li Jin, pseudonym right now, we are not allowed to talk about anything related to the new coronavirus." Thank you for watching.